Hi guys, in this video I will uh, introduce the main components of the Power BI screen so that later you can get used to it and you can work with it. Okay, so the first one is the menu on top. So most of the buttons that you important button they will display in here. If you want more space, you can just use this drop down button and expand and collapse the button so you have more space. Okay, so that's the first. This one is the viewing mode. So you normally you have the reporting mode, which is like this, and then if you want to click on table, then you can click in here. As of now, because the workbook is blank, so you don't have any table at all, so you cannot see. But most of the time, we only use these to unless you want to link the tables, then you need to use this mode. Okay, so we focus on the two first. Then at the bottom you have the pages. So if you want to make more pages, you can just click on the plus here, and then you can click to them. Okay, so that's the one. And in here you have the data tables. As of now, no table. And then you have the charts, so you can draw a chart on the page. Okay, so that's an introduction to the page, to the component. So let us import one table, and you will see more clearly the component one more time. So I will get to the expand this view, and I get the data to the from the CSV file, which is here, and then this is the project file. Okay, so after this, I just, because I think the data looks good already, so I just use a load function to load the data on my workbook. So this one will link the data on in this Power BI workbook, and then the data will be here. You can delete or you can remove the data after this, because the data is copied to the to the workbook already, and you can only need to send the workbook. You don't have to send the whole thing, including the data table. Let me rename this one. Double click and rename to uh, uh, table one, and then monthly. So this is the base table number one, and you have the table. So you can see here the view change already. The first thing is you have data here, and then in this one, this is the view reporting mode, and this is the data mode. So you can see the data table, more data table on this. Okay, so that's it. And then you can start to draw chart in this. Okay, so for example, if you want to recognize the revenue by or the sales by market, and then by time, you can do this also. So after you click on the check here, check here, check here, so you three columns will be inserted into your view, and then you can you see here, the default view is the table mode. You can change to the pivot table as well, so that you can have a better view on this. So you have the first view in Power BI already, and then after this, you can just format the view a little bit. For example, you can add more uh, lines and everything, and then you can change to different mode. So this is the first view where I just show you how to draw the view. Control C and Control V to duplicate the table, and then you can change the breakdown also. So for example, if I want to break down by segment, I can just do it here, and then you can see here the breakdown in the row of the pivot table is a segment, in the columns of the pivot table is the FY, and then in the cell is in here. Okay, so um, because we have two table now, so I need to give title, otherwise it will be a little bit difficult. So in here you can go to the format, and then you go to the general. You see the title in here. Just turn on the title, and then revenue by market. You can change fiscal revenue. Actually, I think revenue is good. So after this, then I can copy the title in here, the second table, and then change to segment, and then I have the second table. So that's how it work with this view. Mm, so you can duplicate the chart, and then you change this one to the bar chart like this. So it will give you the bar chart also. And then this one, you can see the sorting order is not correct, and then we need to change this one to time, and then ascending. So you have 23 to 25, and then I need to customize this table a little bit by first thing is to put this one at the bottom, so legend at the bottom, center, and then I turn off the title in here because the title is too obvious already. The second thing is I want to turn off the title in here. And then the title in here, because I have the title, the labels in on top already, so this one is not important anymore. So I just want to turn this one off. Okay, so you can, if you want to see the contribution rate, you can duplicate and you change to this one, and now we have the contribution rate. Okay, you can turn on the label as well to see uh, the label, the percentage. Okay, so that's roughly what you can do in the first place with the GUI components, and then and then draw pivot tables and chart with Power BI.